When you take a look at Golden State Warriors today and the content that we push out, we do it all. News, rumors, analysis, game recaps, but also we like to interact with the fans and all of our loyal subscribers, and as part of that, we want to take your questions. So if you want to be a part of our next mailbag, you got to comment with the hashtag Warriors. Ask away in the comment section. We'll answer all of what you have to say, and let's start today's show. Another stacked Golden State Warriors on tap for you today. Thanks for watching today's program. I'm your host, Chase Sr. And look, the other night, the Phoenix Suns just blasted the Golden State Warriors. Final score, 135-105. And of course, some takeaways to take away from that basketball game. The most notable takeaway from this game, though, it's what happened between Klay Thompson and Devin Booker, as there was a little bit of a beef going on between both of those players. Now, Monty Williams did say the other day that he thinks that Devin Booker, the most complete player in the NBA right now, because he's scoring from everywhere, he's defending at a really high level, and he got in the grill of Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson got in the grill of Devin Booker, and it lit the fuse for both of these players, and that's why we saw a little bit of a scuffle in Phoenix, which I thought was very entertaining. But Devin Booker, you're coming at the champ, and last time I saw Klay Thompson has 4 rings, you don't have any. So if you're with me in that sentiment, I want everybody to get together here, support Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors, and type F Booker in the comment section, because he was out of pocket, he was out of line for going after Klay Thompson like he was. So type F Booker in the comment section right now. All right, a lot to get to on the show here. We're going to dice up, talk about the latest Warriors news, latest Warriors rumors, because there is a lot to discuss with this basketball team right now. And we're going to kind of do a little overreaction segment here, right? And a couple of overreactions that we have, which will spark the conversation down in the comment section, really is interesting. So, Coop, we can just kind of talk about this and then pivot to everything here. So, one of the overreactions up to this point with the Warriors so far, Steph Curry. Is he going to win the MVP award yet again in the regular season? Now, I do think Steph Curry has been playing really good basketball, right? And Steph Curry is a guy who's won multiple regular season MVPs, and finally for him, it was justified for him to win the NBA Finals MVP award, which was great for him to add that to his mantle and on his resume, as he continues to be one of the best players that we've seen in the history of the game. I've talked so much about he has solely changed the way that the game of basketball is played, and this year he continues to just ball out in a really impressive fashion. You look at what he's done so far in his short span here to kick off the 2022-2023 season. 33-7 against the Lakers on opening night. He follows that up with 34 points against the Denver Nuggets, 33 against the Sacramento Kings, and then in that blowout loss, he was taken out late. He only had 21 and 8, but you look at the field goal numbers and the three-point numbers, this is a guy who's been making it rain, and if Steph Curry can sustain this, then yes, he can win MVP. For me, it's not really an overreaction. Why not for Steph Curry to win MVP yet again, to add another really, really impressive arsenal and award to his mantle? And really my take for Steph Curry, he's still playing at a really elite level. And everybody is waiting for age to creep up on Steph Curry. Honestly, though, it doesn't look as though that's happening. Like, he is defying Father Time right now. He looks springy. He looks athletic. He looks healthy. He looks to have that same level of energy. And his MVP odds right now, 8th best in the NBA. So if you want to get ahead of the game and you want to take Steph Curry to win MVP at 16-1 odds, those odds pretty damn good. What it means, you put down $1, and he wins, you get $16 back. And Steph Curry, with the way that he's been playing, he's going to be in the thick of that conversation. Another topic of conversation that we want to have: should the Warriors start James Wiseman over Kevon Looney? For me, James Wiseman has been great. I look at the way that he's running the floor. I look at the way that he's defending, how he's acclimated within this offense, getting a grasp of it. I've been very, very impressed with what James Wiseman has been able to do. And there's no doubt, we know this, right, that he is the more gifted, the more skilled big as compared to Kevon Looney. But Looney is really just the ultimate glue guy. And for their first 4 games, you see what both players are doing. James Wiseman coming off the bench, and really, he's outplaying Kevon Looney in every single category for the most part. 11 points per game, 5 boards, 1 dime, almost a block per night. He's shooting about 69% of the floor. Very nice. Kevon Looney, less than 6 points per game, less than 5 boards, little less than 4 assists, so there he's beating out James Wiseman. He does have a block per night. The field goal percentage a little bit better, but the field goal opportunities not as much. But my take for here, James Wiseman is running the floor well. He looks good. He looks healthy. Thankfully, and hopefully that continues, right? Because we talked about how Wiseman just has stupid and tantalizing ability. If he continues to play like this, I don't really see much of a problem of starting James Wiseman. If you have Kevon Looney coming in off the bench, that's a great problem to have for the Golden State Warriors. So let me pose this question for the homies. Who should start between these two bigs? Is it James Wiseman? Is it Kevon Looney? JW for the young bull? Kevon Looney for the seasoned veteran? Let me know right now in the comment section. Before we continue to chop it up, do have a great deal that we want to tell you about thanks to our friends at Fanatics. This hoodie right here, as the temperatures continue to get a little bit colder. I haven't been wearing a pullover on air in a really long time, but it's chilly down here in Dallas, which is where Chat Sports is located. This hoodie, $74.99, but only if you head to that link at the bottom of your screen. It's chatsports.com/thebay. We'll put that in the comment section and the description of this video. Another overreaction. The defense, it's bad. They got blasted by the Phoenix Suns. Is that defense taking a step back? It's way too early to say that. And yeah, you might say, well, Chase, it might be too early to say that Steph Curry can win an MVP. He's won it before, right? And for the Warriors, we've seen them have a good defense, and they play with that defensive brand, right? It's too early to say that this defense is going to be garbage this year, but when you look at the side-by-side comparison of the first 4 games from last year to this year, some concerning trends that, of course, we're going to continue to monitor, but producer Coop making a good point earlier. Offensive output and scoring is up a lot in the NBA right now. Now, I'm not sure how much that is sustainable, but you look at the numbers here, 124 points per game this year as compared to 108 in the first 4 games last year. Maybe some of this is because finally we had a regular NBA offseason with the regular schedule, training camp, and offseason activities. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall here, but field goal percentage, 48.5 to 45.5 last year. 3-point numbers about the same. Offensive rebounds per game are up, but the record down. Last year, the Warriors got off to that hot start, 4-0. This year, it is just 2-2. So I wouldn't panic and start to get overly concerned about the Warriors' defense here. Look, this is a great coaching staff. Even though they lost Mike Brown, they're always able to kind of fulfill needs on that bench for Steve Kerr. I think they have the personnel and the coaching staff to get this defense in a good spot. Another overreaction, which continues to be a big debate in the Bay Area and among Dub Nation. Should the Dubs trade Draymond Green? Now, let me just get to this here, and I'm just going to keep it as honest as possible, right? Stop it. Stop it. Do not trade Draymond Green right now. Why is that? Because you don't need to, right? Even if he opts out after this year, why would you not want to have Draymond Green for this year's team to chase a championship yet again? Yes, there might be some drama, but look, you're a better basketball team with Draymond on your roster. You trade him away, I don't think that there's a player out there that will be able to really replace him offensively and defensively. Now, offensively, the numbers are a little bit down. He does feel a little bit pressure, and I'm talking down over the last couple of years, especially in terms of that shooting percentage. But the numbers this year, solid, right? 9.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, little less than 6 assists, and he's shooting 64% from the floor. Defensively, though, is where you'd really lose him. And we're already talking about a Warriors team that has some concerning defensive trends that, of course, we're going to continue to hover over and look at, right? But Draymond Green is under team control. So as long as there's not this massive drama that completely derails the Warriors, and I don't think it's going to happen because they do have a good culture in place. Yes, I do think that his future is in doubt with the Golden State Warriors because I think they've shown that. They paid Jordan Poole, they paid Andrew Wiggins, they have not paid Draymond Green, but you have them under team control this year. So why trade him away when you don't need to? So what do you think? Will Draymond Green be back next year? I want to hear from you in the comment section right now. Give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Right now, I think my answer is no. I'm just reading the writing on the wall here. You let me know and sound off in the comment section.